Hello lovelies, in this video we're going to be looking at your body's response to exercise. So all of the different changes that happen in your body and your body's recovery from exercise. This is for your GCSE biology, and then you need to take careful note of the equations that we're going to be using in here so you get them correct in your exam.
Response to exercise. When we're exercising, muscles need more energy to contract. This means they need to do more respiration, so they need more oxygen and glucose in order to be able to do that. You'll notice I've underlined the word more a lot here. Whenever you're talking about exercise and talking about respiration, you need to use the word more, because exercising is not your normal activity level. It's extra. So we need more energy. So we need to do more respiration because we are contracting more in terms of our muscles. So remember, glucose and oxygen are going into the muscle cells to carry out respiration, and then water and carbon dioxide will be being produced. So the changes that happen in your body when you exercise are designed to deliver more oxygen and glucose to your muscle cells so they can do more respiration to get more energy. So first of all, your breathing rate and the volume, so how deeply you breathe at each breath, increases. This is to bring more oxygen into the blood and remove more carbon dioxide. So it's important to remember, as well as bringing more of the reactants of respiration, your changes in your body and exercise are also there to help remove more of the products of respiration. So if you're doing more respiration, you'll be producing more carbon dioxide, and we need to remove that as well. Your heart rate increases, so the amount of beats per minute of your heart speeds up so that it can pump more blood to the muscles, or pump blood faster to the muscles to deliver more oxygen and glucose. It can also remove carbon dioxide, and if we end up doing anaerobic respiration, remove lactic acid as well. Again, you'll notice I've underlined the word more here. If we don't add the word more to these answers and explanations, if we're doing an exam question about response to exercise, then we're probably not going to get the marks. If you're doing really intense exercise, so really fast sprinting or really powerful weightlifting, then your muscles might actually begin to do anaerobic respiration. This is because your body is not able to deliver the oxygen fast enough, or as fast as it is needed for the respiration to happen. So to carry on contracting, the muscles instead will do anaerobic respiration for a short amount of time to release that little bit of energy so they can still keep moving. So although they're continuing to contract, because they're doing anaerobic respiration, they aren't obviously getting as much energy as aerobic respiration, and also the lactic acid levels start to build up. So they actually start contracting less efficiently. They become tired and fatigued. And if the lactic acid levels build up, then that can cause cramp, which is a painful feeling in the muscle. The muscles also become fatigued or tired because the stores of glucose in them become reduced. In animal cells, we store glucose in the form of glycogen. So be careful not to say starch here. Glucose is only stored as starch in plant cells. The oxygen debt. Okay, so this little bit of the specification is only needed by higher tier students. So if you are sitting the foundation tier exam, you do not need to listen to this slide. During anaerobic respiration, lactic acid builds up in the muscles, as we have just said. The oxygen debt is the amount of oxygen that is needed to break down that lactic acid in order to turn it into something less toxic and remove it from the body. So when lactic acid reacts with oxygen, it completes the respiration of the lactic acid, and so it turns it into carbon dioxide and water, which can then obviously be removed from the body easily in the ways that we would normally through respiration. So your increased breathing rate and heavy breathing that we said is a change to the body during exercise also continues when you stop. So if you've ever run a race and at the end of the race you find yourself breathing really heavily, this is part of the body's response to pay back that oxygen debt. So basically to increase your oxygen intake for a little while after the exercise to make sure that all of that oxygen gets in and reacts with that lactic acid so it can be broken down and removed. So in the exam, you might be asked to describe or define the oxygen debt, and you may get a graph, for example, of breathing rate and be asked to explain why the breathing rate remains high after the person has stopped running or whatever it is. And this would be your explanation.
Ouch! This is why in some videos I'll explain scratches.